Welcome back to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague here after the first game of the kickoff day here and in the DreamHack Monster Energy Studios. And we just, well, before the game started, we did a bit of predictions about who would win what game. And I don't think anybody was predicting this result. We had a quick 1-0 in favor of Empire.
Well, both you guys said
it was a 1-1 Empire.
Yeah, but you didn't say it as convincing as this game actually was.
I thought it would be a lot closer. I mean, I called it to be like a crazy long bloodbath, and that was pretty one-sided.
Honestly, it started off really, really bad for Empire.
Yeah.
Like, they pretty much, the only lane they kind of won was their safe lane.
No, they lost that lane. Bambo, Bambo took the route, just ran in, took the route. They lost the lane.
That was so funny. When I saw that, I was like, that is a Bambo play.
Yeah.
And then they managed to stack up Ancients for TA, got him back into the game like super quick.
That was so impressive. The Viper completely shut down Resolution, the huge Ancient stack. It was like after a few minutes, okay, we're even again. It's that
he
easy.
had 0 CS at like 4 minutes into the game or 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he was completely boxed out against the Viper.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think was the thing, the nail in the coffin?
Honestly, I don't mean to be mean to you, Jerry, but you got doomed quite a lot. And it didn't really pan out for him. Like, even in the early fights, there was one top tower where they Night Stalker silenced EGM on Airchecker, and then straight away they Bane slept him. So he was like completely useless in pretty much all of the fights.
I think it was also the Wraith King. We saw this game, like, one of the areas where that hero is really, really weak. He's really good in the initial laning stage. He's got a tapering slow, a good stun. And once he gets 4 or 5 core items, he's almost unstoppable because you have to kill him twice. But that mid game, when Empire really hit their timing, he just couldn't do anything. He had a blink dagger and an armlet, and they were able to even just doom him before he'd even died the first time, and then just take care of him when he came back to life.
And I know that Lumi wants to say a lot more about this game, and he can do so in his own segment.
Wait. Are we transitioning in right now?
Yes.
It's your segment now, Lumi. Wait, I'm going to pass it to him.
It is time.
It's your segment now, Lumi.
For the luminous analysis.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That camera is you.
Before we have the face zooming camera, can we zoom it back out?
It's already there,
We're just stuck there? We just can't zoom.
There you go.
Really?
That's
All right,
okay.
I want to ask, how many support players are on this couch, or in this section? You're a support player.
I'm a support player or offline.
5.
Okay.
What are you? You're shitty mid.
Dazzle's my most played by far.
All right, so we support players know how important vision is.
Yes.
That's why we ward.
Yes.
So our blind teammates can see more.
Yes.
This is what...
the blind teammate in this
Yeah,
game?
you're the blind teammate.
100%.
This is what this luminous analysis, which is actually very apt, right? Because it's very illuminating.
Yeah.
This is what this analysis is going to be about. How much vision that Empire had compared to how little vision that 4C&L had. Let's actually jump into replay. And Shane, you got to help me out because this is fancy equipment.
Fancy equipment.
Okay,
Here we go.
Our in-house observer did a very good job of showing our day-night vision. So this is the vision that Radiant saw, right? This tower, like, it didn't see shit, right? Excuse my French. Whereas, okay, I want you look at what Go Black. So first time he used Weave, right? It saw everything here, so no hiding. And then there's a TA trap. Seeing Saxka, like they saw absolutely everything. And at that point, the fight to me is kind of already over. By the way, they still have a T1 tower here, so anytime 4C&L lost a person, they could have buyback and TP back. Sexy Bambo unfortunately could not initiate a duel, simply because Scourger canceled his Blink Dagger. So essentially at this point, you're playing in a run-in lineup of Empire to a very, very squishy lineup of Radiant. And they just got all the initiation. You know how you said Jerry got doomed a lot in the beginning of the fight? It's not because Jerry was in bad position. It's because the enemy team was essentially playing with map hack.
Yeah.
And they weren't. And then the rest of the fight was essentially Yogi as well as Silent, just chasing everybody down.
And they even use everything on Silent, and he still gets away because of the
Grave.
The control, the support.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Good old Dazzle.
The Radiant team really needed either Earthshaker to stun half the team with X on the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
The next fight we're about to watch, they have their Night Stalker Ag, which essentially it is map hack at this point. So this was the very last fight of the game, and it starts off with the Radiant team trying to do Roshan, right? Again, we're gonna have the same start. A Weave seeing everybody in the Dire Pit, or in the Roshan Pit. This fissure over here would have been perfect. Either you isolate Resolution to block him off, and you get a free kill on him, or you just block off the whole retreat path and you get to walk home.
That vision,
but again, vision from Resolution, and look at how important EGM was. They level death him, they doom him, and they grip him, right? They understand that once EGM is out of the fight, the rest of the team is free picking. Yogi, again, just aggressively blink up. And Bambo, this is where, well,
Go, go, go.
This is Bambo, right? His team is retreating. He's like, yo, man, let's go. Make the fight happen. Of course, his teammate Swift Ending also blinks in with him. But when you lose so much AoE from your Earthshaker, you just kind of lose the fight.
Then you see these two guys on the back line just completely destroying the rest of the team. Like.
It's really hard to fight against this lineup, despite the fact that Empire, again, working with a very heavy gold disadvantage. Again, when you could play with map hack in a game of Dota, it's just absolutely insane. So a word to support players out there learning to be better in pub games. If you have a spare observer ward in your fights and a fight breaks out, just drop it down. Doesn't matter where you drop it, it's on the hill, just drop it down in the middle of the fight. You just get so much more vision to work with. That's why heroes like Zeus, Dazzle, these heroes that could provide you vision just makes team fight so much smoother.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this game was mostly about Empire outplaying 4CL, or was it a large portion of the draft? Of course, the vision in this case mostly coming from the Night Stalker, or lack of vision for 4CL as well.
I think they had the tools to play very well, but they had to execute. So I guess you could say that as outplay. Because remember EGM on Night Cliff?
Yeah.
There was like 4 spells flying on him. Like everybody was on the same page in terms of who is the most important to target, and we're going to target him down. So
it seemed like Empire, when they hit the timing, they're like, okay, we got Deso on TA, let's go. And they grouped up as 5, and 4 Clovers weren't really ready for that. They were like,
I think you said it the best. Like, they understand what their timing is, and they understand what their lineup is supposed to do, and they execute it perfectly. Again, I want to remind you guys, the first team fight, they dove the T1 tower when it was still up with Glyph and TP available. That is normally a pub dive, and you lose that fight and you just lose the game. But they made it work.
So before we go into the next game, Zayori, last words. What do you want to see from 4 Clovers this game that will make them win the game?
That last game felt very much like they needed to get momentum. You have a Viper mid, you've got to get that early mech, ride the momentum. Same with Legion Commander. He had a good start, but once that first team fight was a disaster, they're playing from behind, the TA has momentum. I think they need to draft something that's a little bit less one-dimensional, something that can play from behind a little bit better if they don't get the lanes to go the way they want.
Well, we're going to see if that is indeed the case, because it's the time for the second game here. Empire versus 4 Clovers with OD Pixel and Draskell.